check and see how we're doing.
How's that, Lieutenant?
Yeah.
Any better?
This is awesome.
Any better? There we got Peter with us this morning from Austria.
Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
We got it?
Yeah.
We got sound. Welcome to Mayberry Television. We do this every week.
I love it.
We have something new every week that we have broken, we have to fix. Or
Some of it's kind of the same. No internet. What? Lagging.
We're starting the morning off with some great entertainment. I find real irony in the fact that Roderick Wild, the director of the Historic Electric Vehicle Foundation, isn't with us today because he's got electrical problems with his vehicle.
That's ironic.
I find great humor.
I'm sure he wants you to put that out there too.
He'll fix it just fine.
Yeah, so everybody forget that part.
It's just a taillight issue. I'll tease him on worse.
Well,
Yeah, never let it go.
Actually, he'll be down on the street tomorrow night with us.
And that's why I mentioned that he's got you folks have been doing a great job with the electric vehicle ride. And that's kind of a neat thing to benefit the Route 66 Museum here in Kingdom.
Yeah, well, there's much needed money for that because, he's outgrown it for sure, and probably won't be able to get anything else until he gets some funds rolling.
Well, this is a good way to do it. That car is amazing.
Fell way short of our target, but
So tickets are available.
tickets are still available.
$20.
$20.
I bought the winning
For
one,
50.
but everybody invest.
Buy them anyways.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now,
buy
if you
some,
do realize if you win tomorrow night, people are just going to have a little bit of
Yeah,
suspicion.
but wait a minute.
That's what I told him.
Okay.
That's what I told him. I says, I hope I don't win, because if I win, they're going to say, fixed it.
But it would great to have it stay in Kingdom.
Right.
Oh,
Well, any publicity is good publicity, so let them talk.
Yes.
Whoever the winner is, if they're from Kingman, I hope they put it on loan to the Electric Car Museum there to have it sit there for a while till.
I will. If I win,
I
I'll
would
do
too.
that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It has to stay local.
Keep it here.
Well, we've got to say the very least, a pretty busy weekend. You guys are just, I noticed you're about 2 inches shorter than running yourself.
Let me tell you, this week has been nothing but 35, 40 calls a day, and we've been all over the city combing it, and I've been to City Hall more times than I want to say, but that's another
Better than
story.
being to jail more times than you want to say.
I thought I was in jail there for a while, but we got our permit, we're all set.
Outstanding.
We'll be setting up around 2:30, 3 o'clock. Street should be pretty well filled up by maybe 4:30, and then we got the Route 66 motor tour coming in right about 4:30, 4:45. They're coming with a bunch of cars. We got a big night planned for you guys on Saturday.
And Steve
And
Walsh
Sunday.
wanted to know where he could buy tickets. Would they be able to buy tickets at your event tomorrow night?
Yes, they will be, and they're also online. You can also buy them online.
Well, where would they find them online?
It's the website that's on the flyer.
The
Anyone have the
website that's on
flyer?
the flyer. Yeah.
Where's the numbers quick?
HEVF.org.
Yes.
hvf.org.
Historic Electric Vehicle Foundation, HEVF.org.
And if anybody can't find it, we'll help them up till about 6 o'clock tomorrow, or Saturday.
Tomorrow.
Oh, good. And they can always go to Promote Kingman, right, and find it.
Promote Kingman has
Or they can go,
events.
or they can go on the original Chillin' on Beale page, and we have it there also.
Yeah. Flyers are up all around local downtown businesses.
Yeah, I
as
see them
well, with all
everywhere.
that
It's
information.
terrific, yeah.
So this is what's happening tomorrow night. Well, today we got the pink ribbon drop. And
Yeah.
tomorrow's Chillin' on Beale. We're gonna close the street to regular traffic. We're gonna have a Ron Giesbrick memorial. Chillin', we're dedicating it to him. He was one of the original founders, one of the original founders. There were several others. It's open to cars, trucks,
Excuse me.
whatever you
Sorry.
can get in. We're gonna have of course, we're gonna have the raffle for the electric car there tomorrow night. We're gonna have chillin' on Beale. We're gonna have a lot of vendors open.
How many vendors are you gonna have?
I don't know. No, we're not having actual vendors.
Oh,
It's
Leah's
downtown. Leah's gonna
Yeah,
cover
yeah,
that.
people are gonna be
We'll cover
open
that.
late, we'll get to that.
That's great.
One of the reasons we don't bring in vendors is so that we're not competing with the store owners, the restaurants, or anything like that.
Right, so
We get people calling us all the time wanting to know if they can come down and set up a booth.
I bet because
on
you
the
guys
street.
put on a big event.
We won't allow because we get a lot of support from businesses downtown, and we just really don't want to.
And we're there to support the businesses too.
Right. Leah, how many stores are going to be open tomorrow?
Well, on top of anybody, like restaurants are normally open about 4 or 5 o'clock-ish anyways, but we anticipate, I would say at least 8 to 10 businesses staying open late, offering specials to get people, obviously to cater to the people that are coming down anyways. But that is really the premise of this open house is locals. I mean, I get in my shop all the time, at least every other day. People that live 3 miles up the road that haven't been downtown in 9 months.
Oh, wow.
And are blown away with the changes. So that was really the focus of this, was to capitalize on these events, offer a little bit extra, and get those people that live, all the way on the north side of town, but even as close as Louise, just 3 miles up the road in that neighborhood.
And they're like, oh, I haven't been down here.
I haven't been down here, so we're
We've talked to
encouraging them.
people at our booth that claim that they've lived here 15, 20 years and have never been downtown.
Wow.
Never been to Chillin, and they don't do any shopping down there. And, you guys are really missing out. We do have people, this time even, that we've gone out and solicited that have never been here before.
Yeah.
And they've
That's
lived here,
wild.
some of them have been here for years, and they don't know, we just don't go down there.
That's incredible.
It
Yeah, a lot
is,
of
it
people don't
really
realize.
is.
A lot of people don't realize that a lot of the people that go down to Chillin' on Beale may not buy that night. They may not do any business in your business at night. But you know what? Once they get down there and see what's happening, they'll be down there in the weeks to come.
Yeah,
They will be.
it's a future customer,
Right.
for sure.
That's the thing we have to look at with all this. It's not immediate. And when we deal with this, the same with the tourism situation. We've got a lot of stuff we're doing now with this motor tour and these things. So a lot of the Europeans and the European tour companies, they're working on a 2019 schedule.
Yeah.
So when we're showing activities and things here in Kingman now, it may have an effect 2 years from now.
Exactly.
Sure will.
Well, the motor tour, the first year we did it, this will be the 4th year that we have hosted them. And it started out, they just called and wanted a place to park their cars so they could go to dinner. And that's all it was. And they just said, we all want to park together someplace. And so we can go have dinner, we'll be there about 5 o'clock, and then we'll go to our hotels.
Yeah.
And I said, well, why don't we turn this into something else? Why don't we have a little welcome wagon for them? And it has grown to where last year we had half of the Kmart parking lot full. And Kmart, the employees over there were going, we've never been this busy before. We had people coming in off the freeway. We had a couple that I met there that they were just passing by. They were coming from El Paso on their way to Las Vegas. And they saw the cars down there and had to stop just to see what was going on. And this will be the first year we've tried for 4 years to get them downtown, try our restaurants, visit our stores, our shops, get that ambience that we have down on Beale Street. And we're finally going to get it together.
And now there's life. They can see locals walking around, enjoying
The neon stores.
Yeah,
The
the
murals. See
murals.
downtown.
families walking around.
With being disabled, I don't get out downtown like I should. But we did do the Andy Devine Days Parade. And I was amazed. It was like being at Disneyland, all the neon and the new signs and the new buildings are all painted.
And the light.
We really look like a touristy area,
Yeah.
in the shops. I'm sitting there thinking,
It's like in the movie Cars.
Yeah.
the little
Well,
dark
we
thing.
have a park down by the farmhouse where the bandstand had set up down on the 200 block, and that was awesome. Families were just hanging out,
That's amazing.
enjoying the day. It was awesome.
And Jim, when was the last time anybody's seen anything like that here?
Well, like I say, we are on the fast track to becoming an overnight success 30 years in the making. And real quick, Chris Morawski wanted me to mention that the High Desert Drifters tomorrow at 12 o'clock in Chloride, Old Miners Day Parade.
That's right.
Will be the third Saturday of this month, starting at 9 o'clock with a big sale and parade. There's so many activities in this area constantly.
Yeah.
So people, the way the timing's working out, they could go watch the
This will be,
gunfighters,
yeah.
and then when they're done there, they could come here and go to cruising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we haven't even mentioned, we have the Beer Fest, the
Right.
Oktoberfest.
The Oktoberfest.
That's this weekend too?
That's
Yes.
this weekend.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. I kept seeing
Park.
it pop up, but I didn't
I
read
think
it.
it's at Metcalf.
Metcalf Park. that's
Somebody
right.
didn't read it to me.
We generate income for the city with sales tax revenues. And of course, having the beer fest and a cruise, the DUI commission.
They'll have, the police will have
Zero.
buses here.
Zero.
The DeVries Express.
Well, one thing I failed to mention
Free
is,
lodging.
one thing I failed to mention is the reason why we moved Chillin' on Beale to this weekend instead of third weekend, like we always have, is the first of the year, Mr. Parrish contacted me and asked me if I could talk to people who own Chillin' on Beale and to make it the weekend that they were going to be here. And I says, yeah, I think I can do that, seeing as now I own Chillin' on Beale with Ken. So that's why we changed it, so they could be a part of Chillin' on Beale. We will put them right down the middle of the street, make them our special guests.
And that's only part one of a real extensive 3-day situation.
4 days.
4 days, yeah.
Yeah.
Tonight,
Yeah.
tomorrow, Sunday you have the cruise out to the caverns.
Yep, Sunday we have the cruise out to the caverns.
Stopping at Giganticus Heticus.
Oh, yes, we are.
In Terrace Point.
And that's John out there is offering a $20 lunch and tour.
That's
An
crazy
amazing
cheap.
deal.
And then
Yeah.
bingo is a fundraiser for your trunk or treat, because you guys got hit with your car show situation.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, one of the 3 times it rains here, it had to be on.
Yeah, and it did not only rain, it rained.
Can you use some financial donations for the trunk or treat to make that happen?
Yes, we rescheduled, Ken will probably talk about it later, we did reschedule our car show for next weekend, so hopefully we can recoup some of that losses, but yeah, we are,
We do have club members going out soliciting for donations too. And,
Oh, good.
The city has been, not the city, I will say the people of the city have been very generous so far.
And how much, I think it was you I was talking to last time, it was pounds of candy or bags of, how
we
much?
buy about $6,000 worth of candy at
Yeah.
discounted price.
50% off.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
That's insane.
We
So-
fill a trailer that's this long and about this wide, we fill it up about 3.5 or 4 feet deep.
And
That's a lot of candy.
Oh, it's just, but it's so much fun. It's
But you
just-
have a huge turnout every year, which is awesome.
About 3,000 kids
3,000, I was gonna
last
say,
year.
yeah, mhm.
Beast, yeah.
Awesome for the community.
And it's another car show. The car people bring their cars down, park them in the middle of the street on Beale Street. They bring a few bags of candy, and for the rest of the night, the Route 66 cruisers supply them with the candy until we run out. Usually about 8:30.
The cruise, a lot of the people that are calling us are the people that went with us on Father's Day. And they're, when you're doing it again, I want to go. That's how this whole thing got started. We had a group of people sitting down and go, we had so much fun Father's Day, let's do it again. Okay, well, we'll do it again next year. No, let's do it now. It's cooled off a little bit, let's
Yeah.
do it again now.
There's 2 things in that. One, of course, is John's going to be doing the bingo situation as a fundraiser for the trunk or treat. But this is something I've dreamed of for a long time, is like you said, reaching out, showing the people what we have, and getting them to cruise a little bit here. If you have an AMG car, say pre-1930, where can you drive that without getting run over? We have 160 miles of perfect highway for cruising with your old car.
It's made for it.
Yeah, and I think building events around what you're doing, inviting people to come join
And
you.
going as a group, we leave no one behind. If somebody broke down, there was Gene was out there for a couple hours with
3.5
in
hours
the heat,
with,
with a broke down car with
with
somebody else. And we all look out for each other, but if you what it reminds me of is, back when I was a kid, we all piled in the car Sunday afternoon, and we went somewhere, you know, and when my dad took off, we didn't know what direction we were gonna go or anything like that. And this is nice, we get in the car, we go out there, we make a few stops, it's a beautiful drive out there, get to the cavern, and it was just so much fun. We had all these people we'd never met before, we never talked to them. Anybody is willing to come, and are welcome to come. And we had people we've never met before. We met people from Australia.
Yeah.
In the parking lot at Kmart where we all met up, and they wanted to go with us instead of going to Vegas. But we all sat around there, we had lunch together, we talked together, we had a great time out there, just with all of the different people and the different blends of people.
There's a lot to see there too.
Oh,
like
yeah.
giant dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm a people watcher anyway, and I like to just sit back and just people watch. But there was a group of us that stayed out there after everybody left to go home. We stayed another couple hours at least.
Yeah.
Just all sitting around the table, drinking coffee, drinking sodas, just talking, having a good time. And the service out there is just outstanding.
And the food.
The food is
The pie.
You want a pie, you better get 4 forks, because that's how big it is.
That's how you eat that.
We stayed down in the cave one night, but another time they opened up the grotto where you can eat there. It was like, what's the seating for? It's like
25.
Yeah, it's very limited seating.
Oh, cool.
So it's a really special experience, and you're 210 feet under the ground. And because speaking of the pie, it's unlimited pie. And they take those slices and they make them into thirds, but you can have as much of it as you want. And it's unbelievable.
Well, that day we were out there, we ran out of pies. People were buying so much pie.
John said this time he's not running out of pies.
I get myself into trouble, but my wife is one of the biggest ones pushing to go back out there again for a piece of coconut cream pie. So it's just.
And then we turn around on Monday.
I'm stoked for
Monday
that.
we are really pleased that they're going to stop here in Kingman. It's the antique.
It's historic military vehicles.
Historic military vehicles. They started out like 2 weeks ago, I believe.
Some of these are World War I era vehicles.
And they're bringing someone from Camp Pendleton that are out of the
Desert
museum.
Queen.
Yeah.
Some of them will be World War I era people that'll be there.
No.
That, I'm going to buy a ticket.
They're not driving.
There is none. And they're going to make a special presentation to World War II and Korean vets.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
We lost all our World War I vets, but we're losing our World War II vets at an alarming rate. Same with Korean vets. There's not that many left, and if they are, they're in their 90s.
It's been some time.
We got to be thankful.
Oh yeah.
We have our freedoms here because of veterans, and freedom's not free. If anybody thinks it is, it's not. It's costing a lot of blood.
Also on the night, not only do we have the military vehicle convoy, but Sam Murray's Gilligan's Tours
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
from
he's
New
cool.
Zealand.
Yeah.
He's going to be here on the evening of the 9th with his group. And one of the people in his group shipped their 1934 Plymouth from New Zealand to Chicago and driving in 66.
And they're going to be coming through here.
They'll be here on Monday night. Same
Oh, wow.
time as the military vehicle convoy.
Wow, how cool is that?
It's getting to be to where you actually have a choice of what you want to do in Kingman. You have to go through and say, this is going on and that's going on.
I know, because it's like a list.
Yeah.
You have to
And we have
schedule.
the same thing. We have our car show, the Route 66 car shows going on. There's so much going on that the whole month of October, if you look at it,
Off the rails.
Off the rails, exactly.
Rails
That's-
next weekend.
That's next weekend.
Yep.
Next weekend.
The wine walk, that's.
the wine walk is
I just got the flyer last night, but it's the end of October, getting on the end of
Oh
October.
wow. Yeah,
So
so
lots going on.
and so next weekend, the way the scheduling will work out, there's a movie I'm in called Of Sound Mind. It's a little like a
Oh.
little poster. I just printed this out this morning.
Not
I meant to go
pushing
to
yourself at all.
No, that's okay.
Can't all be about chilling.
All right.
And so anyway, it's Of Sound Mind. It's a film by Brian Brown. It was filmed right down here in Golden Valley.
That's a great photo.
Thanks. I look very angry.
Yeah, it looks like you went to a city council meeting.
Yes.
Hey,
Complete with gun. No, I'm just kidding.
in 15 minutes, I'm meeting with the mayor, so you gotta.
We love city council.
So there's a lot of things being filmed here. There's, and this is going to be at the Laughlin International Film Festival, and it's at 12:45 next Saturday. So people would be able to go there and watch the movie and come back in plenty of time to go to Off the Rails, go to your next chilling thing. It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of things going
Things
on.
are really happening, but you
Yeah.
guys, I'll tell you, Ken and Greg, and your crew, the things that you contribute and do for this community, this is what it's about. Building that sense of community and volunteers, and you guys really pour your heart and soul into all these things. And it's just really impressive that we have these kind of people who can.
Well, that's the thing, you know, what Leah's done and everything. You know, I know from my end, it takes a lot of time and a
People
lot
have
of
no
work.
idea just to put
And
something
we-
small together,
It doesn't.
let alone
It's a
something
lot of moving
chilling.
parts.
We
Yeah.
have no profit in this at all. Well, we have the chilling, but then, see, we're also members of the Route 66
Cruisers.
Right.
Car Club. So we're sitting here changing hats all day. Yesterday, we would go to one meeting, turn around and go to another meeting with the cruisers. And sometimes it starts running together to where you really got to stop and think about it.
Lots of people think it is one thing, but it is actually
It's
two
not. It's
separate.
actually two complete separate
We're just,
corporations.
Ken and I just are involved in both.
Right.
And you know, so it's been tough. And then this year on our flyer here, if you've seen them around town, we listed everybody that has given us a hand this time. Not always financially, sometimes it was just
Helping us with
extra service.
The time, the extra
Putting
pair
their
of hands,
effort in.
right?
The
Yeah.
t-shirt people,
Which is awesome.
You
Thank you for
got
my
goodies
t-shirt.
this morning.
Yeah, look, yeah.
we get those.
Me and Leah made out like bandits today.
Yeah.
We
And
get
they
those
can buy these
locally from
t-shirts?
Flashover Graphics.
Yeah,
And
they're local.
They're great. Flashover Graphics, they're the ones who provided the uniforms for another movie, Protocol 734.
Yes, it is.
Great people.
Yeah, they're
And
great people.
So you'll have these available tomorrow for
We
people?
we have them available at every chillin', but tomorrow night we're gonna have so many people down there that we put in a little extra, so we have
And you've been
extra.
selling out of a lot of styles, even,
Yes.
you know, during the regular.
And you gotta get your t-shirt, because we're changing the graphics on the back for next year.
And for a small fee, Leah will customize it for you
That's
over
right.
at Gracie's.
Make it punk rock for you.
Yes.
They've been great for us at getting them turned around for us, because sometimes I get so busy, we don't get our order back in, you know, and I might go over there and go, well, you know, I really screwed up, I only got 3 days before the event.
Oh my gosh.
And they'll call up a day early than what they said. I mean, they're just,
They make it happen.
and
That's
you know,
awesome.
we looked into buying shirts, and, you know, there was a lot of Chinese places and a lot of, you know, overseas places.
Buy
that do
local.
it. But they came in local, price-wise, they were better than the other. They got quality shirts,
Don't have to pay
quality
shipping.
people.
Yep.
Come right up.
So tomorrow night, what time do the festivities kick off? About 5 o'clock would be a good time to be down.
No, if I was you, I'd be down there at 3 o'clock.
If you're
because
5
I got
o'clock,
this for you
you're
at
not
5
You're
o'clock.
not gonna get parking.
You're not gonna get
Actually, according to the permit, starts at 4. I've already got people saying that they're gonna be there by 2:30. We're gonna be down there about.
We'll be down, I'll be down there at 4 o'clock probably.
Just in round, do you have any kind of idea, round numbers?
I was just gonna ask that. How many cars are we thinking?
We've had over 200 cars at every chillin'. In fact, we've had 250 cars a couple of times.
Wow.
And if you add the parishes group in and all the extra calls we got, you're probably looking at well over 300 cars.
And how do you guys feel about people talking to you guys about your car and taking pictures with your car?
Everybody that owns a classic car, let me tell you, a classic or a restored car or whatever, They love to have people talk about it.
You
want to
take
take a
a picture?
picture? Oh my God, go right ahead.
You have to take the picture quick because their head starts to go.
That's funny.
And I have my car looks like a little Hot Wheels car, and the kids just love it. I mean, it looks like a Hot Wheels car. And a lot of people say, you know, do you think my kid can stand there? And I go, if he wants to sit in the front seat, I'll let him.
That's awesome.
It's just a car.
Right.
A lot of people won't do that, but I will.
Well, be respectful. There is a lot of money and time and love that goes into these restorations. Don't
Right.
bang your chain link purse out against the vehicle when you're getting your picture taken. You know, I've been to a lot of big car shows and rockabilly shows and Grand Nationals and things like that. And just etiquette, be aware. But of course, they would love to have their picture taken and you to enjoy what they enjoy.
Good, because some people are skittish about that.
Right, yeah, just
Car
be
people
aware.
are not. They're skittish about their car, but they're not. They want to hear. You ask them about their car, they'll tell you. I mean, you probably know more about their car than you want to.
Well, that's good to know.
The thing is with children is a lot of these are just about 99.9% are all driven in. These are cars that people drive.
Right.
Oh,
They
wow.
don't come in on trailers.
No trailer queens.
No, exactly. And these are hardworking people that a lot of them have built them up themselves. But what I was going to start to say, we have 5 trophies to be given away. Each one of our sponsors, we have 4 sponsors this year, or for this event. And they will each award a trophy to the car that they pick. It's not us.
So don't blame you guys.
No, they're going to go out and pick
Don't
it.
blame Cherry Dark.
Sometimes, sometimes I mean it's not what you expect. You know, it's not that guy that's got $60,000 in his car or whatever. Sometimes it's just somebody that's done some good hard work.
Yeah.
We had a beautiful Buick a couple of months ago that we had never seen before. Last month we had a paint job on that Chevy that was just
knock you out.
amazing. And
Artist
cars,
work.
we're getting cars we've never seen before. I've been doing this for almost 7 years. You know, they're coming in from somewhere. They're not from.
What more?
Word is spreading.
Before we leave on the 9th, now, of course, we're going to have the military vehicles, but we're going to have other vehicles downtown as well on the 9th, right?
Some cruiser vehicles and some classics will be around. I know that Ken and I will be down there. We're going to help Paul Danubio with logistics and stuff like that.
Do we know how many military vehicles are going to be here?
There's 200 in the group, is what I've been told.
Okay.
200 plus. Now we have some locals that I'm sure will join in.
Sure.
Well, Paul and his wife.
But it's, this isn't, we've been there to help Paul and help them organize whenever they needed our assistance, but that's their whole, their whole thing. But they've been receiving really some good press all the way
Yeah.
through.
The Route 66 Association came and kicked in some money for downtown, and we've got full support.
I got to scoot out.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
No problem.
Ken will be here to answer any questions. Give us a call. Hope to see you tomorrow night on Chillin' on Beale and the Cruise to the Caverns. And I'll
9:30, the Kmart parking lot.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
That bumped up to 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock at the Kmart parking lot.
See you later, G.
Thank
All right.
you.
And this year, the employees at Kmart won't complain or say anything about the parking lot.
They really didn't complain last time. They were kind of like surprised to come to work and find all the cars out there. And again, we had people there from Australia, New Zealand, and all that were wanting to know what we were all doing there. So.
And of course, if they can't get together at 9 and 9:30, they can still just cruise out to the caverns for fun.
Right.
But you know what? We did have fun. We had a long group. We actually broke down into 3 groups. We had, long trails of cars. You know how we all hit there at once.
Great.
You couldn't find
Just
a place
crush
to park.
everywhere. It was awesome.
A couple things, on this, that John has issued an invitation to the county supervisors and the city officials to join tomorrow too. He wants to, even though he's in Coconino County, he wants to show off what he's doing out there, the rodeo grounds and the airfield and motel and everything that's being done out there. I didn't know this. It's a little bit of a side note. I don't want to embarrass John, but he tries to buy everything here local. He just bought all new mattresses for his motel from Boyd's, and he says he spends about $265,000 a year. That's a pretty healthy chunk.
Yeah.
I believe
Goes
it.
into the economy.
He supports all the local artists, like he buys like little stuff off of us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fantastic. He has Jim Hinckley books, of course, like everybody should.
Yeah, it's another manifestation of telling people where to go.
You are good at that, Jim. Yeah.
But it's going to be just an absolute busy weekend. And I think next year, one of the things we talked about with Roger this morning, we've got to get this electric vehicle situation going. We've got an incredible opportunity with this. We talked about, of course, originally in 2014, how to get into college with apprenticeship programs. But this military vehicle convoy has given me, revived an old idea that maybe next year we need like the motor tour or the military vehicle convoy, but electric vehicles coming together in Kingman at the world's only electric vehicle museum.
That's a great idea.
See, my mind, I guess, is always running, but I had thought also of doing an open house and a car show down at the powerhouse, whatever. Again, was selling the tickets for this electric car. There are a lot of people that don't know that museum's back there.
I know, it's a shame.
They live here all the time, and
Yeah.
they don't know. And I said, "Oh, you got to go check some of this stuff out."
They don't know about that. They don't know about our mountain biking trails.
Right.
People come from all over the world, as you know. Like they'll come troops are from Japan,
Yeah.
from England, and they're going to our mountain biking trails. And then people here are like, "Oh my God, we have mountain biking trails." Yeah.
It might be something to get some promotion going and show the museum.
That's great.
From what I understand, and I haven't been in there recently, but they've even rearranged the inside of the powerhouse to where they said it's even more blocked off now to where you can't really see back there what's back there.
Wow.
So,
And he's outgrown the museum is one of the problems. And one reason he was doing this fundraiser, his vision for this, is those big panels the museum would have, oversized displays from the old electric vehicle companies, some videos and different things. And now with the renewed interest in electric vehicles, it's really waking up. The electric vehicle history is very fascinating. In the post-war, mid-50s to the early 60s, he's got the electric shopper, which is on display at the Ramada in Kingman. There was just dozens and dozens of companies that were making electric commuter cars, General Electric and all these things. But in the pre-1912, before Cadillac came up with their real electric starter, 80% of the cars produced were electric or steam in this country.
What made them go to gas instead of the electric?
Standard oil.
Well, Standard Oil was a big part, but a lot of it was the technologies weren't there, battery technology specifically. There were companies like Woods out of Chicago that they built a car in 1917. They even called it the car that soils the air less. It had a 4-cylinder gas engine and a detachable clutch mechanism on the wheels and a dual generator. It was an electric car in town, and on the highway it was a 4-cylinder gas engine. 1917.
Right.
But the technology was part of it. And the other problem, just like with the Volkswagen, Americans have had a problem for many, many years. If we can't go first class, we won't go at all. We started taking the little Volkswagen Bug and trying to put air conditioning and automatic in it, and it just doesn't work.
The electric vehicles have been around, like you say, a long time, and I read about Henry Ford's wife actually drove an electric car because back then, it wasn't ladylike to drive first of all because of the hand cranks.
Hand crank.
And so hers was set up with crushed velvet couch at the back of the car, and there was 2 couches at the front so she could visit with her people, but still sit in the back of the steering.
Oh my God, what a horrible idea.
There was tea, served tea, and
Detroit Electric, that was their hallmark, and there is a Detroit Electric in the Powerhouse Museum. And that's the way they did it. You drove from the back seat, and then you had 2 little bucket seats at the front by the windshield looking back at the driver.
That's horrible.
That's insane.
And And to make sure it was a death trap, you had no brakes and plate glass windows.
Oh, yes.
What could possibly go wrong? Oh my God.
But, you know, you were talking about battery technology in my job that I retired from, we were starting to get more and more into electric cars and all. And the battery technology in the last 10 or 15 years has just really gone through the roof. And you know, you think about, well, it's just for the cars. It's not. The reason our cell phones last as long as they do is because all of the new stuff that they learn on battery technology, clear down to the flashlight batteries. But they've learned this from experimenting with the electric cars and electric vehicles. And General Motors did quite a bit of it, but it just...
Electric vehicles have always been practical for urban use, delivery vehicles, things of that nature. It's only recently with Tesla pushing the envelope that they've become semi-practical for long-distance travel. But anyway, the Electric Vehicle Museum is really something, and Roderick has more vehicles in storage and scattered around than he has on display. And that's why we need to move forward with this museum.
Facility.
And we need it better promoted, and we need to get behind this and develop this. And that was the essence behind the raffle. You've got one of your wife's great quilts here this morning.
Yes, this will be the one that's going to be given to the motor trade. And it's got,
Gosh, that's amazing.
all kinds of all the little stops along Route 66.
How cool.
Absolutely incredible.
So we're going to give away 2 of those this
Bob's
tomorrow
Big
night.
Boy, Big Texan Steak Ranch.
Gemini Giant.
This one will be
yeah,
going.
yeah.
This one will be going to the Route 66 motor trade. Every car that comes in will get a ticket for it, and then the Route 66 cruisers, every year they go out and the members, we don't have a budget for any of this, the members go out and buy other gifts. And so we have a large table being put together with different souvenir gifts, clear from coffee cups to blankets to quilts to all kinds of different things. And they all chip in and do this. This is, you know, like I said, the first year we really had a tough time getting anything done. And now the Route 66 cruisers look forward to this. It's, you know, these people are coming in and they are some of the greatest people, the greatest conversations you're ever going to have. And when we even met them the morning that they left, the following morning to spend the night here, and people came up to us from the tour group and showed us a lot of them keep journals. And this lady came over and she says, I want you to see what I wrote in here. She says, I wrote down here that Kingman means kindness. And because we were the only city that did anything for them throughout the whole deal. And here we had, you know, probably close to 200 people. Last year we fed everybody in the tour group and the spectators that came out.
Yeah.
These are the kind of things that need to be subsidized a bit by tourism, I think, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of rolling out this welcome.
It is, but you know what? If getting the public involved too, the public can do it, and you know what? It's such a great feeling to see these people come into a town, little town like us. You know, here they've been through some large towns coming through, and they come to this little bitty Kingman. They had the most followers on Facebook was right here from Kingman. You got all of these cars that are there. You know, we escort them in from Hackberry. We send cars out and actually escort them in. Park down, they're gonna park down the middle of the street, and there we have a special parking area. They pulled in and here's this whole parking lot full of classic cars, custom cars. People standing there with flags, taking pictures, everything. And they just lit up. I mean, it was just amazing.
It just makes everybody feel good.
Oh,
You know?
The thing about getting you mentioned the community, and that's with what Leah's doing, building a sense of community and community purpose is crucial to doing all of this. And you've been just Gracie's Vantage downtown.
Yep.
I always like going in there. It's somebody's attic.
That's awesome.
But it's
fun things.
You're pouring yourself into this. You and Barb.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
That are just pouring themselves into this, and you really been spearheading this downtown open house.
Yeah, and like I said before, I think it's really important, again, to get the locals involved, and you know, like I've said before on the show, as a tourist, if I'm coming through town and I see life, I'm gonna come back. And like you said earlier this morning, it may, you know, their plans are already made, so they may leave today and go onward, but next year, when they come through, they will plan to stay a night or two, and they see what's going on, and that's the longevity. You know, everybody's so, right now, I wanna see everything happening right now, and if it doesn't, they lose interest and they don't wanna participate and help anymore, and this is a long-term thing.
Look at the big picture, right?
Look at the big picture, you know, capitalize on, you've said it, the low-hanging fruit that we can improve upon or whatever immediately, but this whole thing is really a long-term, and if you're not in it for the long haul, don't waste our time. I hate to say it like that, but you know, you gotta really be in it and love your community and wanna see it happen over time. It's gonna be a process, so. That's what we're doing with the open house.
That and you know, this is something that it was just mentioned back and forth for a 15 or 20-minute conversation, and it's turned into this. If we get together with everybody in that community and says, you know, we definitely want to do next year more themes. The beach theme, we had an absolute great time with that. That was so much fun. You know, we're in the middle of the desert. We had a beach, we had people show up with surfboards. We had people that wanted to bring in truckloads of sand and dump them downtown. You know, why not? Let's get some sand, you know. And so
when some years ago, when I laughed a lot. Some of the most popular dash magnets that I've seen from Chillin' on Beale, back when, I can't remember his name, Chris Durkin was doing this. He had Topless on Route 66 was his theme for it. It was all convertible. But he had the cutest little dash magnet. I've had people up and down the road ask for that. And
that is pretty funny. Yeah.
But it's you know, I think if we get together, we put together some things like this. That's the whole reason I've been involved in this. You know, I've been around cars all my life, and the cars are okay. You know, I mean, I spent 45 years turning wrenches and working on cars, but I'm doing this for downtown. I love the downtown buildings. I love the people downtown. To go down there, they're so friendly. I mean, they stop in our little booth and I'll just get to talking, and I'm usually a very quiet person. I don't say much, but this is just a whole new thing. The electric car museum, you know, talking about the electric car. We hope to have 3 or 4 cars down there, right there in front of Floyd's, for even to get a little bit more interest in them too, because people don't realize, you know, and Roderick's got some beautiful cars, hot rods down there that are electric powered.
Yeah.
And people don't even think of it, you know, you gotta have this big motor and all.
they've never watched The White Zombie.
Yeah, I have.
Cool
I used
place
to
for
own
you.
one like that, yeah.
0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds.
And it's like something that,
I haven't really talked to Greg, so I'll throw him under the bus, but we're going to be downtown doing Facebook Live tomorrow night with this. We'll get this out tomorrow night.
And that's going to be outside Floyd's, right? We have a spot.
Yeah, we'll get a spot down there.
What time are we going to?
You said around 3 o'clock. So.
Okay, so we'll just kick it off then. We'll just rock and roll.
I've been telling people, if you want a place to park, 3 o'clock
Is the time?
So,
Wow.
it's gonna start hopping early.
We've got so many other activities this month too. You mentioned Off the Rails Wine Festival, and we've got a couple young ladies that are putting together the first ghost walk downtown.
yes.
That's going to be
I've
that's
already
going to be
put that on
fun.
our Facebook too.
It's gonna be entertaining. Do you want to talk about that a little bit, Katie?
We can talk about that.
Yeah.
Come on over.
Come on over.
I got my partner in crime over here.
But there's just so many. I mean, and we can do this all the time. And building that sense of community, that sense of community purpose, is so important and vital to this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna snuggle in.
Yeah, pull up a chair.
And
Join the party.
we've got a few more minutes here without, since I'm going to be gone for a couple of weeks. We'll be doing this from the road for a few weeks. But we want to get the word out about Kingdom's Historic Ghost Walk. should be kind of another different kind of adventure downtown. 2 nights, Friday, October 27th and 28th. All fun and games.
And is this is a guided tour?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. We're gonna have guides taking people out. There'll be 3 ghost walks each night, 7, 7:30, and 8 o'clock. Now they're not just half hours, so it's we're gonna plan on spending probably about an hour, hour and a quarter, except for the 7 o'clock one for those with shortened attention spans and little kids. That one will be a little shorter. We're going to start out at the Kingman Center for the Arts Gallery, this is part of Beale Street Theater. This is something that Beale Street Theater is doing, and they are part of Kingman Center for the Arts.
And that's at 208 Beale, right? 208
East Beale is where we're going to start, but you do need tickets. So to get tickets, you can go to kingmanarts.org or bealestreettheater.com. And you can pick up tickets there. You can take a chance if you want to just show up and see if we don't have a sellout, but tickets are selling now.
Oh, okay.
So we haven't even really announced yet, and tickets are going. It's just been put out on Facebook.
Now we're promoting history of Kingman, and we're walking past shops, obviously in downtown. So we'll be, promoting shops that are there, and we have one big surprise that I can't talk about.
Okay.
Ooh, it's a mystery.
So this is a lot of true kind of haunted happenings mixed in with a little bit of exaggeration
we're
as
promoting
well.
true history and talk of ghosts and paranormal and things like that.
I've been hearing my new neighbors across the street from my shop have a ghost.
We'll be on your street for a few minutes.
So
who are your new neighbors?
Tell the story. Black Sheep Inc.
Oh, yeah.
Has moved in across the street. Yep, with another one of the antique stores had moved out. So
that's one of the hot spots that we'll be stopping at.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, but there's other hot spots too, and we're going to have some surprises. People should wear their walking shoes, and afterward we'll have a little treat. Well, some little treats, hot chocolate, cookies, something like that, back at the gallery. But people should expect to hear mostly as true a history as we can make it.
And fun.
And fun. We're
Yeah,
going
it
to
sounds
make it
like-
fun and entertaining.
and
but
how much are tickets?
tickets are $10 for adults, and I think it's
$5, ages 5 to 11.
And then, we do ask that if you have real little ones that you have them in a stroller.
And that 7 o'clock show for children.
Yeah, it's not going to be quite as scary.
Yes.
But the rest, if there are no children at the 7 o'clock one, we're going to amp it up a little bit.
Folks,
It's going to be fun.
the folks down at the store, it's closed now, but just down from the Blackbridge Brewery, they used to tell a lot of stories about ghosts and odds and ends are in the building, but that was the smoke shop, so I just discounted it.
Yeah, and their door is locked now, so we couldn't get anything out of it. But we did get some good stories from some of the merchants, and of course, we're just talking to people in general that have been here for a while, and they tell us all the ghosts and ghost legends. So if this works out for us this year, it is a fundraiser for it's the capital campaign for Beale Street Theater to help renovate the theater.
I can't wait till that thing's done. It's going to be amazing.
It's
we're
going to be
going to
great.
get a look at it as well.
We are going to, hopefully, if everything works out, we're going to big enough flashlight, we'll open up the theater, and people could take a peek in there. There's no electricity, so there's
Makes it even better.
Yeah, well, we're not going
Set
to.
in the mood.
I did think about having people in there that don't boo, but I don't want to scare anybody too early. So, we'll have a so you can at least look and see what's going on. It is sort of a hazard in there right now, but it's still a lot of dirt and dust and stuff. But it's been cleared out, and they can take a look in there and just see what's going on. And there's other things. We're going to have some guests along the route, and just to talk about history and so on. And I think it's going to be fun for everybody. And a little
And I
scary.
think a lot of people,
Scare
Jim, you do talk about the history of downtown, and I hope that we do as good a job as you as getting the history out.
Well, the more I do walking tours or writing or any of this, the more I learn, the more I realize how little I know. There's just
That's
guys-
what I found too during the research for this, is that being a relative newcomer to Kingman, it's for me, it's learning everything from the ground up. So not being people ground up, but me learning ground up. There's people squares.
No ground people? No? Okay.
Well,
That's the 8 o'clock walk.
maybe out on the tracks.
The
but-
Soylent walk.
Yeah, it's quite a learning experience, so I'm really enjoying my new hometown.
good. Guys, thank you for doing this
Thank you.
morning.
Thank you.
And Kim, thank you. And tomorrow we'll kick this thing off in a big way, and the whole weekend, a cruise to the caverns and chill on Beale, water tour, downtown open house,
4 to 7.
military vehicle convoy.
And tomorrow is all free. So
Yeah, everything is free. And steals and deals at several local downtown businesses, specifically from 4 to 7. So
I hear
discounts.
Gracie's has great stuff.
Yes.
Oh, it's
we'll be
awesome.
Have you heard
offering
that?
A deal. I heard that somewhere, yes.
I know Sarah's going to be able to get the Southwest Trading Company.
She is not. She had prior arrangements to be out of town for the weekend. I believe she will be opening on the 9th. Will be her first day open.
We'll
So
have another crowd down.
we'll have some people, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
go in
perfect.
and support the new re-grand opening of Southwest Trading.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for everything you're doing on and
Thank you.
it makes
Thank
much
you.
this place. And we'll be doing the next couple shows from I don't know where. We'll be on the road this 13th. I'm not sure where I'll be by then. It depends how early I leave. And then the following week it'll be from the conference in Joliet. And I'm sure we can find some interesting people to talk to.
And you have a speaking engagement there,
I
right?
got a herd. I'll be speaking
You got a herd.
I'll be speaking in Joliet about 120 years of Kingman tourism, 1900 to 2020. And I'll be speaking in Las Vegas, New Mexico on economic development and tourism issues, including Kingman, the Promote Kingman Initiative, and things they've accomplished. And I've got others in Albuquerque and Shamrock, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, St. Louis.
You've been all over the world talking about Kingman. That's incredible. You do so much for this town. It's unbelievable.
I'm really amazed that Route 66 is taken me that far. It's pretty amazing. Guys, thank you for doing this. And real quick, Peter, you had a great episode.
Oh,
with Peter,
yeah,
who's in
Peter
town.
Berto from
He's
Austria.
a videographer from Austria.
Yeah.
And doing a little project. And that's something we won't. He asked us not to give too much
Which we
details,
won't.
But it's like an interesting project. We'll be talking to him in a few minutes.
Yeah, so he filmed my part last night. It was very exciting. Again, it's a mystery. Everybody will
Mystery.
find out
Okay.
when he puts it out. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah, we've got
Except my part.
We've got quite an international situation. We've got, of course, Sam Murray's going to be here on the 9th with his New Zealand motor tour with 66 people, and then
He's a cool dude.
let's see, the 29th we have Adventure Caravans will be in Kingman, plus a Dutch group will be here, and then November 7th we've got a lunch and tour set up for an Australian tour group at Caverns. And then we have some folks from the Brazil Route 66 Association will be here in December. And then we start all over again for next year.
Yeah.
Nice.
Guys, thank you for doing this
Thank
morning.
you.
It's been a lot of fun, and
Jim,
we always enjoy this.
I got been worried about you. You hear it's going to be frost on the pumpkin here before long, and your straw hat is not meant to keep you warm. So I made you something.
Oh, cool.
Wonderful, wonderful. Tim, thank you.
I
And now
love
your
it.
shop's down on
6th Street.
Yeah.
That's all I got to talk to you about.
Wood saddlery.
Oh, what's
Incredible.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh, thank you. I'm taking this right home.
Well, I didn't want to be a kid.
You lost your hat, Jim.
It's been commandeered.
Say goodbye to the
Guys, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And everybody come join us tomorrow and say hi. We're going to be down at the, down in front of Floyd's.
Yeah.